I'm not convinced that this isn't a veiny black dildo. I'm going to assume that it is until otherwise. You have every opportunity to convince me otherwise, but until that point, this is just a black veiny stick. Here I got some super chats. I'm going to check my phone. This person says, "Matt, did you have a good night with your husband?" Okay. James, I'm out of here. You don't have to pay me, but I'm out of here. I'm going to go home and plug my boyfriend, and you guys, I don't need this. I don't need this. You guys have any other questions? You can send them in. Matt, how do you frick a man without being gay? Look, I'm not going to stand for this. I wasn't when my partner is bent over. I'm not convinced that it's a man. I'm not convinced that it's a biological man. I'm not convinced, and I'm willing to be convinced. If you can provide an argument, provide evidence that it is in fact a man, that I'm more than happy to concede the point. But until that point, I don't have any reason to believe that it's not true. I have no reason to believe it. No, we could have gotten to that. James, I'm texting you, James, I'm texting you. I want my red M&Ms, James. Remember, James. Now, I'm here. I'm here to answer any questions. The only reason, like, if there was a reason why I couldn't answer a question, if there's some sort of reason I couldn't answer the question, I would let you know what the reason was. How is crossing swords not gay? Matt, can you dignify your wife looks better than Michelle Obama? I'm not going to sit here and dignify and entertain these kind of questions. These are personal questions. This debate is not about my view. James, I texted you 3 times, James, save me, James. And I hope my platform is better than modern daycare debate. I almost said I'll pray about it, but I will not. Why is Christianity so much more pernicious than any other belief system? Well, you tell me. Tell me how many wars were fought over Christianity and other religions. Tell me how much. Tell me another system that supported slavery and ownership of women. You tell me that. When you come back with the answer, you can come back and ask another question. But until then, I'd like to know the answer to that. Because I'm not convinced that anything I've heard from any of the theistic views and their traditions that they are better off than the worldview that I'm proposing tonight. And that worldview that I'm proposing tonight happens to be one that includes hey, Matt, why are you gay? Again, I will ignore those. And wait for someone serious from the crowd. Hey, Matt, this one says This one says, hey, Matt, from Barbara. Hey, Matt, you are fat and retarded. How do you feel about that? Well, luckily, I don't base my worldview on my feelings. Even though I feel offended and attacked, that I'm going to leave. James, I'm done. I am done with modern day debate. I am done.